Hi and hello. Welcome to the Fortinus Events Global Podcast Series, where we bring together exceptional leaders who are shaping the future of finance, operations, and business transformation across the world. I'm your host, Rashika, and today we are joined by Lim Boon Boon, the Chief Financial Officer at KIP REIT. It's an accomplished finance leader with 2 decades of experience across real estate, insurance, oil and gas, and professional services. So, Boon, it's a pleasure to have you with us today. So, to start off, could you please briefly introduce yourself and share more about your professional journey and your current role at KIP
Mm.
REIT?
Hi, I'm Boon Boon. I'm the CFO of KIP REIT. KIP REIT is actually a real estate investment trust which is listed in 2017 in the main board of Malaysia market. It is giving a 8% yield currently, and I have joined this company for 2 years. Since I joined, the market cap has increased by 40%, and I did a lot of work in terms of M&A, investor relationship, as well as um, improving the company performance.
Mhm. Okay. Thank you so much, Boon, for the brief introduction. So, now let's jump into our conversation. Okay. First thing first, BB. Uh, from real estate to insurance and oil and gas and professional services, that's a remarkably broad canvas you have. So, looking back, BB, which industry challenged your assumptions about finance the most, and what did it teach you that you still carry with you today?
Yeah. Three are equally fun, but they challenge CFO in a completely different ways.
Mm-hmm.
Oil and gas is heavily dependent on the macroeconomic fluctuations and oil price volatility. With that, we need to do financial modeling and constant scenario planning oftenly. For example, the recent war has pushed up the oil price significantly, then the financial feasibility has become different instantly. Whereas insurance and REIT are principally the same because we are ultimately managing public funds, but in two different objectives. For insurance, your finance engineering focus on ensuring you have sufficient claim reserve to meet future liabilities while maximizing investment return. In REIT, the same discipline of managing public funds is channeled into ensuring consistent and stable return to your unit holder through the strategic management of a group of physical properties. They all taught me how to maximize returns with discipline. This is the exact mindset I bring to the table every day at Keep Read.
Mhm. Understand. So every experience that you have, it always teaches you something valuable, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much, BP, for the response. So next question is the CFO role at a listed REIT like Keep REIT carries enormous weight from financial performance, investor confidence, ESG accountability. So in your experience, BP, where do most CFOs struggle to find that balance, and how have you personally navigated it?
Yep. I have 14,000 on bosses. That is our Keep Read unit holders. They expect growing dividends, DPU, a rising share price, and peer leading ESG standards. To manage that, I prioritize investor confidence first through timely communication and updates on our performance and future plans. At Keep Read, ESG initiatives are deeply embedded inside our financial performance, impacting everything from revenue to cost control. For example, on the revenue side, the S in the ESG is about improving the shopper experience and driving deep community engagement.
Mm.
When our community centric malls become vibrant, driving the footfall, this will indirectly boost our revenue. And on the expenses side, we actually use the E in the ESG. That includes investing in solar energy, upgrading to LED, and modernizing of our air conditioning system. Leveraging AI and technology, we can reduce our utility costs and maintenance costs by about 30% to uh, and 15% respectively.
Mm-hmm. Understood. Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Boon, for the response for that question. Okay, so moving on to the next one. Okay, finance transformation is one of those things that looks great on a roadmap, but often stalls in execution. So, what's the hard truth about why so many transformations effort fall short, and what did you do differently in the initiatives you have led?
Yeah. So the hard truth about why so many transformation efforts fall short is because we rush into an implementation without understanding the problem.
Mm.
Then we will end up with something called half-cooked system. And how do I do it differently? So I don't just implement a piece of software. I look at the whole ecosystem. I also look at our entire work process, assess the organization restructure, and map our current state against our future desired states. Throughout the journey, most importantly, I also ensure there is a proper change management leadership process is in place. And you can refer to the YouTube search Our Iceberg is Melting by John Cotter. It tells about the penguin who want to move to a new iceberg because theirs is cracking. From the story, it reminds us um, the transformation also requires support from people. You have to create some urgency, build a guiding team, and lead people through the emotional journey of the change so that they don't just accept the system but also actively champion it.
Mhm. Mm, understood. I will definitely go and search for the YouTube that you mentioned because I like penguins. Who doesn't, right? Yes, but yeah, I'm sure that that video it would it would resonate with every one of us in any way, in many ways. Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much, Boon Boon. Okay, now next question. Okay, you have been in the room for M&A deals and IPO executions, from high stakes moments where the margin for error is resetting. So now, how do you personally stay decisive and clear-headed when the numbers, the risk, and the expectations are all pulling in different directions?
Yep. So, in short, all the M&A and IPO, it must be yield accretive.
Mm,
And every time there is a change in scenario or analysis, you actually need to react very fast and very accurate. So come back to the yield accretive portions. It must come through with some synergies, and it must unlock future funds for growth, and it is benefiting the future prospect of the company. For example, if we elevate our corporate profile because of expansion and to secure a better rating, and that will lower our financing costs and directly increase our profit. And how do I do that? I actually build a simplified calculator in my mind. So when there is scenario change, I can quickly gauge the financial impact and implication in my head. And this also allows me to cut through the noise and immediately provide the strategic solution needed to move forward with confidence.
mhm. Okay, that's a great insight, Boon Boon. So, okay, now last but not least, okay, if you could sit down with every aspiring CFO in Malaysia today, okay, not just CFO, any finance leaders, right? So, what's the one uncomfortable truth about finance leadership you would want them to hear? Maybe something you wish someone had told you earlier in your career.
Yeah. So there is a story actually shared by my ex-boss, which totally changed how I lead the team and the whole organizations. So this he asked me, am I the chef or the owner? Let's say I'm the owner of a restaurant. So if it's a chef, if he cannot find the saucepan, he will tell the owner I cannot find the saucepan, so I cannot cook.
Mm,
But if you are a owner, you will think very different. You will know where are the saucepan and you will know how to find a
mm,
saucepan. So I think finance professional need to uh, progress themselves from a chef to a shop owner and stop thinking about this is not my job, I can't do this for many reasons, and think like owner of the shop, then you will actually makes you a true leader, someone like Elon Musk.
So to be a true leader, you need to, think differently, and then you need to be more progressive and aggressive in doing things. Is that right?
Yes. Yeah, ownership. Yeah.
Yes, correct. Okay, cool. All right. Okay. So thank you so much, BB, for your time today, and thank you for joining us to share your insights and experience on finance leadership transformation and navigating complexity in today's business environment. So everyone joining, we are excited to share that BB is also joining the C-level panel discussion along with the other CFOs at the CFO and Finance Leaders Summit Malaysia 2026, taking place this 11 June in KL. So Moon Moon, do you have anything else to say?
I see you in KL.
Okay, so to everyone, if you like to hear more from Boon Boon and other finance leaders, so come and join us to connect with leading finance professionals and industry experts. So be sure to join us at the summit. Okay, thank you so much, Boon Boon, for your time today. It's a pleasure to have you here, and to everyone else, see you guys in the next episode. Bye.